Hey guys, how are you doing? This is Zed from Zed Outdoors. Hope you're having a great day. Now in this video what I want to discuss is potentially the best knife for bushcraft beginners. Like myself, I'm starting out in bushcraft. I'm very new. I only actually came across the concept maybe a couple of months ago. This is towards the end of 2013. So I've been spending a lot of time learning about kind of what's what, the beginners, the doers, the do-nots. And within the next few weeks I'm going to be going on my first course in the UK. So the one question that arose was, actually, okay, I need to get a knife. A knife is a fundamental tool in bushcraft. So potentially what I've ordered here is possibly the best bushcraft knife for beginners. So let me give you a quick backstory. I'm following a guy on YouTube called Paul Kirtley. He's quite a well-known guy in the bushcraft community, a UK guy. Studied under people like Ray Mears, etc. He's been around for a very, very long time, and I absolutely love his videos, his content. I just love his demeanour, his energy. He's got a very calm, very collected energy about him. But also the guy is just a very, very savvy, clued up guy. And he actually done a video which I'll post a link to below this video here. And he discussed exactly that topic, what's the best bushcraft knife for beginners? And his philosophy is quite simple. It's something that really resonated with me, as even myself, I've been looking into kind of the bushcraft knives that are out there. And he would say a lot of people jump to buying very expensive bushcraft knives. You're talking $40, $50 upwards, $100, $200, and they're going to many hundreds of dollars, especially bespoke knives. But for someone like myself, and possibly even yourself that you're starting out with, I mean, if you're experienced in bushcraft, it probably doesn't apply to you. But if it's if you're like me, where you're starting out in bushcraft for the first time, obviously you want to keep a budget. But more importantly, Paul Kirtley mentioned a couple of things. Firstly, by getting a cheaper knife, you're able to practice on it in terms of sharpening, looking after it, etc. And secondly, by getting a cheaper knife, what happens is this: you get to kind of learn about knives. Obviously, there's different types of steels and different types of angles and this and that. And even myself, I'm learning all this stuff right now. So by getting a cheap but a very good, reliable knife, what you're able to do is kind of like learn all these things and practice all these things, and not, you can kind of afford to mess up in a way. And as you kind of learn more and more and more, then you can go out there, and kind of like fork out on a more expensive bushcraft knife once you know what it is that you want in a knife. So what happened was, just before Christmas, I actually ordered this, and I'll tell you what, I saw the video. It's quite late at night. I think it was on a Saturday night, and I'll tell you what, by early Tuesday morning, that was at my door. And this was just before Christmas. Now, as you can see, I've not opened it. I purposely kept this as like an unboxing for this video. Literally, I'm shooting this today, the day I'm going to be posting this up. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and open this up, and I'll show you what knife it is. Now, to open it in true outdoors video style, I'm using a Gerber Multi-Tool. Okay, this is the Bear Grylls one here. So let's just pull out, it's got a serrated knife, it's got a sharp blade. Now you have to excuse me, I'm actually talking behind the camera here, so it's really, really difficult to see. So let's open this up. Okay. Let's just get this. Okay, so let's just cut this here. Let's cut this here. I think we've got a couple here. Okay, so let's just lock this away. By the way, this is my everyday carry keychain. I'll actually do a review on this soon. But for now, let's get straight into this. So let's just open this up. Let me just open it outside the box, outside the camera angle, just in case there's anything in here. So what we've got in here is some packaging foam, obviously granted. So what I'll do, let me just move this box to one side. Let me get the knife out. And here we have it. We actually have a Mora. This is a Mora heavy duty companion. This is a Scandinavian knife. Now what it was actually a model just below this, which is around about, I think it's around about the 10-12 pound sort of mark, which is about $15-16. And that's a knife that actually Paul recommended. But then when I kind of like posted in the questions and the comments below his video, he was saying, well look, if you fork out about another £4 or £5 extra, you can get this model here, and this will allow you to do a little bit more. So including delivery, this was around about roughly about £20, which is about $30 odd, which is a really, really good price for an absolutely fantastic knife. So as you can see, this has got a pretty standard sheath, really kind of robust plastic. It's got like a belt clip here. It's quite sturdy. And then obviously you've got the knife here itself. So let's just take this out. So the way it works is the mechanism. It kind of kicks in. So, am I doing this correct? There you go. Just heard that click there. Okay. So it kind of like, it kind of like keeps it in, so it doesn't kind of like fall out if you do it upside down. So let's just kind of pull this out. And here you go. Here you got the knife here. Okay. So on the other side, let me just be careful how I hold this. You can see the insignia there. Just see, I mean, it's not kind of, the focus isn't great on this camera, but it's actually made in Sweden, carbon steel, by Mora Knives. And let me just kind of pull out a couple of the specs here. I've got it on my iPad, so let's just pull this out. Let's just have a quick look as to some of the actual specs that are on this. Okay, so this is the actual site here. I'm just kind of pulling out my iPad. He's got a Frontier Bushcraft. Once again, I'll put a link to all the Paul Kirtley stuff below. The videos that I'm actually referring to and his YouTube channel. This is his site here. You really have to follow this guy. So this is a Mora Companion Heavy Duty MG knife. Alright, so some of the specs here, it's 3.2 millimeters thick carbon steel. It's a classic Scandi knife, flat bevel grind. I believe that's kind of, in referral to the actual angles of the knife itself. And it's just got a really large kind of like ergonomic handle. It's like a rubberized handle, so it's really thick. So it's really, it kind of like, actually holds pretty well. I like I said, it comes with its own sheath. There's a whole bunch of technical specs here. You can check it out on the site. But that's the Mora Companion Heavy Duty MG knife. And like I said, I'll put a link to Paul's video below this one. And let's just kind of, I've seen loads of guys do this on their bushcraft videos, and I'm like, man, I want to do this. And this is my first ever bushcraft knife, guys. So let's just do a bit of a cutting test. This is a really thin piece of paper. It's like a flyer. So let's just give this a bit of a... Let's just see if I'm doing this correctly. Wowza. Man, that is super sharp. Straight out of the box is a super sharp knife. This is a fantastic piece of kit. So like I said, this is about 20 odd pounds delivered in the UK. Yeah, you can get these anywhere. If you're in the UK, highly suggest go and get it from Paul Kirtley or wherever you can find it. And I'll put a link to his video below. But like I said, the point being is this potentially the best bushcraft knife for beginners. On my limited knowledge, I believe it is. I've paid like £20 for it. This is going to just, I mean, straight out the box, it's a very sharp, very sturdy knife. Most importantly, it's got, a really sturdy handle on it. So, on my courses, I can use this. And potentially this is, and you think about budget, you think about the fact that I can really batter this knife. I can use this for battoning, for, carving, making feather sticks, for lighting fires, etc, etc. So potentially, is this the best bushcraft knife for beginners? I believe it is. But at the same time, I like your thoughts on that. There's a lot of guys out there that are way more experienced than I am. I love your thoughts on this. If you've got a Mora knife, what has your experience been? Have you found this to be a really good knife? Or is there something else that you recommend? I'd really love to know your thoughts. And what I'm going to do, kind of like, now that I've got this knife, is I really want to kind of start learning about how to look after it. How to keep it sharp. I mean, it's already sharp, but I want to practice how to sharpen it, how to look after it. I've seen guys talk about adding on WD-40 on a tissue or a cloth and just kind of wiping the blade down, etc. So I really want to kind of like use this to kind of really batter this around, run it through its paces to kind of see what's what. And if you're starting to get a bushcraft, like I said, this is a fantastic knife to kind of start with. It's available everywhere in the States, in Europe, etc. It's quite a common knife. A lot of bushcrafters and outdoor people kind of know about Mora. So like I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And thanks for taking the time out to watch this video. It's a bit longer than I like, but it's the first time I'm doing like a proper review on camera. So I really wanted to just kind of more importantly share. This is my journey into bushcraft. It's the start of 2014. So I can pretty much assume that this knife is going to see a lot of action in the new year. I'm going on a lot of courses, and actually I'm going on a training course by Paul Kirtley. in the UK later in the year. So like I said, love to hear your thoughts. Is this, would you consider this to be the best bushcraft knife for beginners? If you are a beginner, give it some serious consideration. I will put a link to Paul Kirtley's stuff below. Like I said, definitely go and check him out. He's just vastly more experienced than I am. Way more experienced. So he'll be a better person. Ask him. Ask him the questions that like I asked him. So like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so already, then please subscribe to my channel. Secondly, give it a thumbs up. Any support you can give to my videos, etc. That would be so awesome. And lastly, please comment below. What are your thoughts? If you experience, would you agree? Would you disagree? Are you a beginner, etc. I'd really love to get a conversation going and see what your thoughts are on this. So until next time, take care and thanks for watching once again. This is Zed from Zed Outdoors. Peace out.